A simple run-of-the-mill webcast done with a single camcorder or webcam, it's not an expensive proposition, but it would certainly betray a lack of professionalism, not to mention being utterly boring and of limited value when it comes to communicating your information effectively. However, when you start adding bells and whistles designed to make it look more professional and sophisticated, the costs can really start adding up. This is especially so if you start adding more and more features designed to bring more value to an audience. A professionally produced webcast combines not just audio and video, but also incorporates additional factors like direct digital capture of PowerPoint slides with dual screen display and picture-in-picture, multi-camera views with live video switching just like a regular TV show, screen sharing live with Skype from remote presenters, simultaneous online chat screens for interactive feedback from your audience, online surveys, and much more, all designed to make your webcast more informative, more interesting, and presenting more value to your viewers. So here's the challenge. How do you cut down production costs while still keeping a high enough production value with all the high-end features in your wish list? Now, if you're charging an entrance fee for attendance, that sort of takes care of the issue. But what if your entrance fees are not high enough? Or if the number of attendees is too low to cover all your costs? Or what if your webcast is a free service, which does not collect any entrance fee at all? This is something I'm often asked by nonprofit groups who are not allowed to charge a fee for attendance. This situation now requires you to get a bit more creative when it comes to raising enough funding to cut down on your production costs and maybe even run a profit. Here are some ideas on how to generate revenues that do not depend on ticket sales. And one of the most effective methods is sponsorship. Have your corporate sponsors contribute to the production cost in return for promoting them on your website. Now this can take the form of advertising, like static ads on your webcast screen, displaying their logos on the first PowerPoint slide, mentioning them by name and thanking them during the introductory segment, or even running a short video commercial, if they have one, before, after, or between presentations. More often than not, the entire cost of a live event webcast can be defrayed using just this method. Next, we have advertising. You can display paid advertising on the webcast page, for example, in a side column, with their logos linking back to the advertiser's website. Make sure that their site opens in a new browser window, though, so that the viewer does not inadvertently close down your webcast screen when they move to the advertiser's website. Generally, advertisers get less promotion and exposure than do corporate sponsors, but the methods are very closely related. By the way, do make sure that your sponsors or advertisers are in non-competing fields. Selling the webcast video online as on-demand video is another source of revenue. All live webcasts must be archived. Just make sure that your producers offer this feature as a part of their offer, not as an additional extra, because it really doesn't take that much more effort. These archives should be web-ready video files, which can then be placed online and sold to viewers on a pay-per-view basis. Viewers who may be interested in this facility would be those who might have missed the original webcast due to scheduling conflicts, or even those viewers who might want a second or even a third viewing. A more permanent record of the live webcast could be placed on disc and sold as a DVD to viewers who might wish to preserve their own archive of the event because of the importance of the information it contained. Now don't forget to add your sponsors and advertisers to the DVD production as well, both within the DVD and maybe even on the full color disc cover which you may produce for them, for which, by the way, you could levy an additional charge. Here's another idea. How about allowing sponsor presentations? By that I mean giving your sponsors the opportunity to increase their exposure by actually presenting their business as a brief, and I must note very brief, presentation. That would be a very attractive offer that could be worth the extra charge to the sponsor. However, do make sure that this presentation is based on a subject that is related to the topic of your event and would be of interest to your viewership. Their presentation should be no more than 2 or 3 minutes in duration, since your audience expects information and not a sales pitch. However, if the sponsor presentation is more information-oriented rather than salesy, as it well should be, this would be a big added bonus for your audience. And what about selling the sponsor presentation video back to the sponsor? Naturally, you will be archiving the entire proceedings, so it would be easy enough to extract the sponsor presentation portion of the video and either give it to the sponsor as a thank you for future use, or even sell it to them as yet another potential revenue stream. Now, these are just some of the methods that you could use to not just to defray your live webcast production costs, but to actually profit from the event and put some money back into your piggy bank. So till next time, I'm Pesi Unwala of Media Streams, and you can get more information on how to webcast your next event live on our website at www.webcastlive.mediastreams.ca. Thank you so much for watching.